Good day, everyone. Welcome to Quarter 4, Week 5 and 6 of Technical Drawing 7. In this module, we will talk about constructing perspective drawings. What you need to know. This module provides varied activities that will help you acquire knowledge in constructing perspective drawing. At the end of this module, you are expected to draw what I know. This part includes an activity that aims to check what you already know about the lesson. For the directions, read each item carefully and choose. Now, on what's in, let us have a quick review from our previous lesson and this new one. For the directions, identify the type of pictorial drawing represented by. Now, let's reveal the answer. For the figure 1, we have. You did it right. It is a perspective drawing. For the second figure, we have. Very good. We have an oblique drawing. And for the last figure, we have. What's new? The following are some terminologies that you may encounter in our lessons for the whole fourth quarter period. Make sure you familiarize yourself with the following words for easy understanding of our lessons about pictorial drawings. First, we have the pictorial plane. Pictorial plane is an imaginary vertical plane where the picture is registered. The second one is the ground line. This is where the actual figure is laid. The third one is the station point. This is the fixed position where the object is actually viewed. Fourth is the visual rays. These are imaginary lines projecting from the observer to the figure passing through the picture plane. They are sometimes called the receding lines. Next is the horizon. This is the point where the figure appears horizontally at the eye level. And the last one is the vanishing point. This is the point where all receding lines meet in perspective view. The object is viewed below the eye level of the observer. Now let's have the what is it. Perspective drawing is a pictorial drawing which contains receding lines that converge at vanishing points on the horizon. This drawing is also called as the foreshortened drawing. The principles of perspective drawing are: number 1, all receding lines converge on a vanishing point. Number 2, the farther the color, the lighter it appears. Number 3, the farther the object, lines, edges, the smaller it appears. Number 4, the object can be viewed in terms of the bird's eye view, which is shown in the figure number 1, where the observer views an object below the eye level. Man's eye view or the eye level view, as seen in the figure number 2, where the observer views the object in its eye level. And ant's eye view or worm's eye view, as seen in the figure number 3, where the observer views the object above its eye level. And the fifth principle, the vanishing point can be located anywhere as long as the object will not be distorted. For the two-point perspective, the two vanishing points must be aligned to each other. Now, let's have the types of perspective drawing. Number 1 is the one-point or parallel perspective, where the receding line converges on a single vanishing point. This one is an example of the one-point perspective drawing with one vanishing point. The second type is the two-point or angular perspective, where the receding line converges in two vanishing points. This is the example of the two-point perspective drawing, where there are two vanishing points presented. And the last one is the three-point perspective, where the receding line converges on the three vanishing points. This is the example of the three-point perspective drawing with three vanishing points. Now, we are done with our discussion about the perspective drawing. Let's now have a practice about your understanding in perspective drawing. For the what's more, for the independent activity 1, identify the way how the following structures are presented. Write if it is presented in bird's eye view, man's eye view, or worm's eye view. Next, for the independent assessment 1, identify the type of perspective drawing used in the following presentation of illustration below. Write if it is a parallel perspective, angular perspective, or three-point perspective drawing. For the independent activity 2, supply the missing word to complete the following principles of perspective drawing. Write your answers on the blank provided before each number. Now, for what I have learned, answer the following questions below. Number 1, what is perspective drawing? Number 2, what are the types of perspective drawing? And number 3, what are the ways of presenting perspective drawing? To apply the skills that you learned from this module, please answer what I can do. For the directions, draw a simple object presented in man's eye view, bird's eye view, and worm's eye view for 5 points. Lastly, to test your knowledge that you gained from this module, please answer the assessment. For the direction, choose the letter of the correct answer and write it on the blank provided before the number. Next, for the second part, true or false. Put a check symbol if the statement is correct and put a cross symbol if the statement is incorrect. That ends our module for the perspective drawing. I hope that you learned something from our lesson. Thank you so much for listening. Keep safe and God bless.